All right, hi Ram fans. Welcome back to another edition of Rams All Access, along with Mark Driscoll, Brian Roth back with you. All right, Colorado State falls on the road at number 15 Boise State, 28-23. And Mark, a crazy ending to the game. Let's just get right to it. Colorado State down 28-3 with 6 minutes to go. The Rams go touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, onside kick, touchdown, and nearly had a chance to win that game.
We talked about on the broadcast, Brian, that if the Rams can just take the ball and get a good drive, build some confidence for next week, get some continuity in offense, that would have been a success. Yeah. They did that. They drove the ball, scored a touchdown. Who could predict two, not one, two.
By Hayden Hunt.
Yes, by Hayden
Not
Hunt.
even by your place kicker.
Yeah, by your punter, Mr. All-Purpose,
right.
All-American punter. 2 onside kicks recovered and 2 touchdowns afterwards. Great response by the Rams after a kind of a long day prior to that. Excellent job to get back in the game.
You know, let's look at some of the positives to that contest, and you know, Boise State's really good, and I thought Colorado State's and their defense did a really nice job in the first half. They were getting off the field on third down, and you look at the rushing game for Boise State, they ran it 48 times in that game. Yeah. You take away the 80-yard run by Jeremy McNichols. I know it happened, but if you take it away, Colorado State held Boise State to just 3.1 yards per carry in the game.
It really was an excellent defensive effort. Brett Rippon, who's arguably the best quarterback in the league, he made his plays, he made his throws. McNichols was the difference, primarily based on that 80-yard run. But the Ram defense, they mixed it up. They had a nice mixed blend of blitzes and getting off the block. They just hustled and played really well. And you're right, ifs and buts were candy and nuts, you know, but take out that 80-yard run and it's maybe a different game.
What can Colorado State take away from this contest? Again, the late game rally, you nearly come back and win it. Are there positives from that CSU can take forward with them to Vegas?
I really thought, number one, that the Rams were as physical as Boise. They stood toe-to-toe with them. In the fourth quarter, they had more energy. They outplayed Boise State. That tells me they're physically strong, well-conditioned. That's a big deal because Boise, that's how they win a lot of games. They come out fast and get teams behind early, but they also are a big physical team. So the Rams played physical. 2, I think Nick Stevens should have some confidence. He had some good passes in the fourth quarter. You know, the throw to Michael Gallup was a beautiful throw in the dead spot in the double zone, and Michael took it to the house. It was a great play. So I think Nick Stevens probably came out with some confidence. The Rams ought to feel good about just how they play going into UNLV.
All right, so UNLV coming up on Saturday down at Sam Boyd Stadium, 91 degrees. You were just mentioning to me it's going to be
that's the forecast.
Game time temperatures. Feels a little different than it does here in Fort Collins, but you know, it's an interesting scenario. You have 2 teams in a season. They both come in at 3-4, both thinking they're bowl teams, and both looking at this contest and seeing a must-win.
Yeah, this is a must-win for both teams if there's going to be any postseason. For the Rams, if you look at road games, this is a winnable road game. Yeah. But Nevada, Las Vegas has improved. You know, Coach Tony Sanchez has done a nice job bringing this team along. He's got some playmakers, 2 good running backs, good receiver. Stanton, the quarterback, is a guy that can make some plays with his legs. He's a low percentage passer, but he's the Rebels run the ball well. Yeah. They run the ball very well. They got a really good linebacker, Kevin Davis-like linebacker. They got some good players and Coach Sanchez has them playing hard.
Yeah. Tawa Lotulelei. There's going to be some pronunciations on this team. I've already started going over all of them. He's a good player. There's no question about that. And listen, they're playing with confidence. They're coming off a victory at Hawaii last week, a game which they had to come from behind 3 separate times, including at the end, to get that victory. You mentioned the running game. They averaged 247 rushing yards per game. All right, Mark, quickly before we go, a key or 2 for Colorado State going into Saturday.
Oh, they got to start fast. I mean, I think that's number one. You got Las Vegas playing at home. They're going to come out confident. Rams got to start fast, score early. They got to just contain that running game, find ways, play like they did last week against Boise State in the running game. Do that, make your reads, get off the blocks, make the tackles, gang tackle. They'll be fine.
Yep. Yeah. All right, the game's on Root Sports coming up on Saturday afternoon. If you can't watch the TV, certainly tune in to Mark and myself, along with Marty Cesario. Our pregame show begins along the Colorado State Sports Network at 1:30, kickoff at 3:30 for Sam Boyd Stadium. All right, for Mark Driscoll, Brian Roth saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on Saturday. Thanks for watching All Access.